Hello princesses! Today we're going to be doing the eye makeup de-stash. So this is basically just eyeshadows and things. This is the smallest de-stash that I have because I just don't have that much stuff. And a lot of the stuff that I do have, it's very easy for me to decide whether I want to keep it or get rid of it straight away. So I'll start with a little collection that I am keeping. So I've got my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, which I absolutely love. This is the sort of like pink version. And then I've also got the Urban Decay Naked 1 as well. So that one is the like warm toned browns. I love both of these palettes and I just, yeah, there's no way that I'm getting rid of them. And I've got 3 mini palettes here. So the first one I have is the Lily by Red Esther Bunny Loves You palette, and I actually really love this one, so I'm definitely going to keep it. It's my favourite like bright pink palette. Sorry about the lighting, it's a little bit bad. And the packaging is just gorgeous. And then I've also got a palette from MAC. This is the Cinderella palette. I use this one a lot even though the colours don't look that interesting. They're just the nicest sort of browns. The only one that I don't really use is, well, this really dark brown, dark blacky kind of brown here. And then not a huge amount of this first shade up here. It's just like a plain bone sort of colour. The packaging is really gorgeous as well, so I absolutely love that one. Then one that I'm kind of unsure about, so I'm going to put it in the maybe pile at the back there, is this one from Lily by Red. It is the Peach Energy palette, and I quite like it, but I feel like a lot of the colours are similar to some of the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. And it's just not that unique for me. I do like packaging, I like that it matches the other one, but I just don't think it's that great, so it's going to go in the maybe pile. I closed the blinds off so it's not as glary now, but it's a bit like dull, sorry. Then we've got 3 of the Holika Holika Magic Inside Eye Shimmer Glitters. So I'm keeping numbers, where are the numbers? They're on the bottom, okay. Number 4, which is like a nice mid brown. Then I'm keeping number 5, which is the sort of like rosy pink, as well as number 2, which is the peachy colour. So there's 2 others that I will be getting rid of. These ones I particularly love because they're a little bit glittery but not a huge amount, and then the colours are just really lovely. They blend so seamlessly and they're really easy to use. You cannot go wrong with them. They're just like a one eye colour, which I really like. And then the same with the Tuco Fosco Art Class Nuage Eye and Cheek Blurring Cheek and Eye colours. I picked the 2 that were easiest to use for the cheeks and the eyes. So that is number 2, which is Cottony Peach, and number 3, which is Rosy Suede. So there's a peach and then a pink one. Those are great. And then I've got 2 little loose ones. So I've got the Innisfree Fila Twinkle Jelly. This one is in the shade number 2, which is the pink one. So it's not the mermaid holographic glitter, but it's that pink one, which I think is actually a lot nicer. It's a lot easier to work with as well than the other one. And then this one is super old. This is the Beyond Alice in Wonderland Shimmer Eyeshadow. It's in number 3, which is called Grapefruit Squeeze. And it's honestly just the most perfect pink shimmer. So I get a lot of use out of that one as well. So I'm definitely going to keep those 2. And that is it for what I'm keeping for eyes. So it seems like a very small amount. But to be fair, the stuff that I'm getting rid of, there's not that much of it either. So there's a couple palettes. I've got the Peach Sea Soft Mood Eyeshadow Palette. This one is in the shade Soft Brown. And I decided to get rid of this one because it was quite similar to the other palettes that I already had, like the Naked 1 palette. I really did like this one. I just don't think it was worth the space, basically, when I did have a lot of other things that were similar or the same. Then the Etude House Play Color Eyes in Cherry Blossom. I'm going to be getting rid of this one because I got after it the Lily by Red palette and I liked that one better. This one I really enjoyed, like this shade, this one. I didn't really like these 2 on the end, and I really liked these ones in the middle here. It's just that I have something that's really similar already, so I prefer the Lily by Red over the Etude House. If you're wanting to get one of them, I recommend the Lily by Red instead. And then I've also got the Etude House Rose Bomb palette. I didn't particularly like this one that much. I didn't think that the colours worked that well for me personally, although I did enjoy the palette and what it looked like. So that is the Rose Bomb. It's nice, it's just not my cup of tea personally. I really had to sort of force myself to use it. So if I have to do that, I'd rather, I'd rather not. Then we have the remainder of some of the other collections. Like I had one more of the Too Cool for School Art Class Nuages left that was in number 1 Nudie Cashmere. I just didn't love the shade. And then also the Holika Holika, the other Magic Inside ones. So I'm getting rid of number 3 and number 1. Number 3 was like a pumpkin kind of color, and then number 1 was a really light peach. So neither of these were that amazing for me. I'm also getting rid of a bunch of the eye metal glitters from Holika Holika. I have 2 different sorts of collections and I actually really liked these, but I'm finding that they're evaporating a lot. Like this one is like half gone and I did not use it that much. I really just don't use these nearly enough to, justify keeping them, especially if they're going to evaporate like that. So these ones are going, like this is going to have to go for like $1, which is annoying because I didn't use it that much. It was expensive, and it hasn't been on display or anything. Like it's been in the cupboard, like it's been in the drawer. So I don't know why it's evaporated so badly. This one was from the same collection. It's pretty evaporated too. And then these 3 here, these were from a different collection. They were the Red Lies ones. They're newer and they haven't evaporated so much, but I'm just, yeah, nah. I'm also saying goodbye to these Etude House Dreaming Swan products. I love the Dreaming Swan collection and I love the packaging of these. They're so pretty. Like you can see like the little ballet details, but I just don't use them at all. And they're just sitting on the shelf evaporating. These ones I have had for a long time, so they definitely passed the best before, I would think. Yeah, the label says 2015. I don't know if that's a best before or if that's a manufacturing date. Don't know. But yeah, they're more like decorative pieces now. Same with the Etude House Minnie Mouse collection eyeshadows. Had these for ages, never really used them. There's a pink, a peach, and then a shimmer. The remainder of the Holika Holika, I can't remember what these ones are called. Something. They're like a metal glitter sort of pot eyeshadows. The last of the Innisfree Twinkle Balms. I really enjoyed using these, but they do crease and move around way too much on my eye, like way too much for me to use properly. So those are going too. Here's one of the Becca Cashmere shadows left in number 8. I did get rid of the rest of the collection. It's just that this shade is, number 8 is still there for some reason. Just hasn't been picked up yet. And then the last 2 odd ones, I've got the Etude House Proof Tint Eye Primer. I really like this, but I never use it. Like I just never use eye primer. I don't feel like it makes any difference whatsoever, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then the Up You Skinny Brow Concealer. I really liked this, actually. It did conceal my brows really well, but it's unnecessary at the moment. I haven't dyed my hair pink in a while, and I'm not going to bleach it again, I think. So I don't really see any need for this, although I did really like it. So that is all for eyes at the moment. The only other one that I think I'm going to get rid of is the Clio Pro Palette that I would have reviewed recently. That one I'm still in the process of doing some eye looks in it, so I won't be getting rid of it just yet, but surely. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.